everyone. I am Christine Kidder Graves, career coach, career and mindset coach. And my niche that I focus on is I work with sales and marketing executives. I love working with you guys because you're so great at selling and marketing another service or product. But when it comes to yourself, you do need my help. So I'm here to help you. And I also help other areas too, but that's my niche. So anyway, I'm here to talk about today. Let me get right to it. Is the top 3 reasons why you need to be seen on LinkedIn, and you do need to be seen. I'm sure that there's some introverts out there who will be watching this or watching it now, and you're like, do I really need to be seen on LinkedIn? Yes, you do, because if you're not seen on LinkedIn, then you're hurting yourself. And I don't want you to hurt yourself at all. So that's not a good thing. So let me get right into my 3 reasons why you want to be seen on LinkedIn. Number one is your development. You're hurting yourself if you're not being open to opportunities to learn and grow. And I'm not just talking about doing a job search. Often, when we hear that somebody's on LinkedIn, right away, what's the first thing that pops into your head? They're looking for a new job. They just want a new job. But LinkedIn is so much more than that. Yes, it is the platform to be on if you are looking for a new job or if you want to expand your career. If you're focused on having a career that meets your needs, that you're making the impact that you want to make, you're making the income that you want to make, you need to be on LinkedIn because it will help you in getting all those things and getting all those things done. But it's so much more too. I mean, for you to be really good in your job, for you to be an expert, for you to learn and grow. LinkedIn is a great way to facilitate that. And you're missing out if you're not on LinkedIn and you're not using it as a tool for those things. The number 2 reason, oh, and by the way, at minute 15, I'm going to give you my top strategies to help you improve your LinkedIn presence. So don't worry, I'm going to have that in minute 15. So number 2, the second biggest reason for why you want to engage on LinkedIn more, why you want to be seen on LinkedIn is to build relationships and community. Think about it. It's through working with others that we're able to achieve big things, right? And but but if you're not on LinkedIn, how are people going to know about you? How are they going to know that you want to collaborate? You want to be open? How are they going to know this is your area of expertise? Um, or that even your personal things. I mean, it's nice. I like seeing a LinkedIn profile. I mean, the bulk of your profile should be about your career, but then if you have other interests too, personal interests, like maybe your volunteer work, um, whatever. But that helps to build relationships and community. And when you really think about it, why don't you take a minute right now to pause and think about all the jobs, all the positions that you've had. How did you find those positions? Most likely, you found them through another person, through one of your connections. Maybe an old boss that you worked with or an old coworker that you worked with. I know that happened to me. I actually was hired for a job without it even interviewing because I had such a long relationship with this group that I was able to get the job basically without doing an interview. So that does happen, and that's all through relationships and community. All right. So don't don't discount the power of your relationships and your community. And when I say relationships, I'm talking about your connections too. Those are relationships. They're not just a number in your LinkedIn profile. Those are relationships if you're really managing your connections the way you should be, because they're an important part of your career. the third biggest reason why you want to be seen, why you need to be seen on LinkedIn more is to be of service, to help others. It's really the more that you give, the more you receive too. It comes back to you. We hear it. It's even in the Bible. What you sow, you will reap. You'll get that. So, and you reap what you sow. It goes the other way too. So it's very important that you again have that presence because that way people will know about you and why are you here? What are your skills and your talents? What's your brand? um, that's how you can be of service to others. But again, if you're not on LinkedIn and if you're not using it properly, I mean, there's many profiles on LinkedIn where people really aren't engaged. Their profile is just there. And you can tell because if you ever do a search and then you're looking at different profiles, you can tell that this person hasn't been on LinkedIn in months because it seems outdated. It doesn't seem fresh. It doesn't seem like this is current information. So you want to have your LinkedIn profile updated. You can always add things to it on a regular basis. It's not very time consuming, but you do want to be of service because when you are of service, then that's how you learn and grow too. It's like all of these three things are tied to each other. They're all very important. So again, the first one was your development, and that's your personal and professional development, how you can learn and grow. How do you want to be challenged? You need to seek out those areas. What are new areas that you want to get experience in? Um, you'll only get that if you are there and you're reaching out, you're not being reactive. You want to take action, and you want to. But it all starts with having a LinkedIn profile and being on LinkedIn and using it. It's not just having a profile, it's actually taking actions to use LinkedIn and not just to apply for jobs, but also to make connections. And getting back to, so that was number one. Number two is build relationships and community. And part of building relationships and community is being of service. Number three. And when you are making connections on LinkedIn, so you might feel uncomfortable in making a new connection because number one, it's a new connection. You don't know this person very well. Sometimes I know there are people on LinkedIn who have the rule of thumb that I'm not going to accept a connection request unless I've already met you, unless we've had a conversation, unless I know of you. Um, I do ask for connection requests when I want to have a conversation with someone because I don't want to slow down the process. And I do have the intention of having a conversation with you. So, but I do respect that if someone has that as a rule of thumb that they want to have the conversation first, that's totally fine. I do respect that. But part of being of service, I mean, that really helps you in making new connections because when you are making a new connection and you have that first conversation with someone, it's like, well, how can we collaborate? How can we help each other? How can we be of service? So, and maybe if you are interviewing, you have this company on your target company list. You're very interested in them. You don't have any existing connections there. So you're trying to make a new connection there. In reaching out to a new connection, just asking them for like a 10-minute conversation. And you may have some information to help them possibly. There could be a trade-off of information. If you can lead with being of service, I'd love to see if there's a way that we can help each other out a mutual benefit, that's always a good thing. That helps so much in making that new connection, and that way it's not all about you. Please give me a job. Please hire me. If with the sales and marketing executives that I work with, you've got a lot of knowledge. You've got expertise. You're an expert. Share your expertise, offer your expertise. How can I be of assistance? Um, Even with sharing information on what your experience has been in the job market. You know, how, if you're reaching out to connect with a recruiter, how's the search been going? I can tell you about how my experience has been as an applicant. That I'm experiencing this, I'm experiencing that. Just to be able to share our experiences. By you doing that, you could help somebody else. You could help a recruiter, you could help another job seeker, you could help a hiring manager, and that way they're getting the sense of what's going on in the job market. So those are just some ideas to help you. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and give you some information on like what my top strategies are to help you improve your LinkedIn presence. What can you do? As I said earlier, it's not enough for you to just have a LinkedIn profile. You do need to update your profile, right? Um, and you could actually take, I encourage my clients, I want my clients and anyone who's attended any of my trainings or master classes, if you could just start with 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. And in that 5 minutes, you could take that time to look at your LinkedIn profile and see what do you want to update on that. That's easy enough to do. And that way, if you do that consistently, it will always be updated. Okay. Another thing you could do is every month you could just look at your LinkedIn profile and say, all right, what are the updates that I need to make? But the more current it is, the better, and the better tool it'll help you in you know in attracting what you want to attract. If you're in job search mode, or if you're just open to collaborating with other people, or even if you're not in job search mode, but you want someone to reach out to you regarding a specific opportunity, by keeping your LinkedIn updated, your profile updated, that would be a good thing. Okay, so yeah, so keeping your profile updated, and then also, if you can share your expertise. I'm actually going to be referring to my notes that I have here on my phone too, because I was thinking about this some morning. I was taking some notes on my walk, but if you can really post on a weekly basis too. If you would be open to not being just a lurker on LinkedIn, not just hiding back in the shadows, but stepping forward and sharing some of your expertise. It could be as easy as sharing somebody else's post that you really liked. Like in that 5 minutes a day that I want you to spend on LinkedIn to start with, what if in the scroll you see a post that really resonated with you, that you liked a lot? Share it. Share it with other people. If you liked it, other people will probably like it too. And when you share it, I want you to make a comment. I want you to say, why do you like it? How did it resonate with you? Share some information on this. So comment and share the post, right? So that would be something to help you. And when you post, you're sharing your expertise, you're sharing your perspective, you're sharing your story, and you are helping others by doing that. So something that is also a good thing to do too. And then another great way, another good strategy to help you to improve your LinkedIn presence is getting back to, if you do see that post that really resonated with you, that you liked. you know, share the post if you enjoyed it, but also comment. Share your perspective on it. Ask a question. Questions are great. If you don't ask that question, I mean, by you going ahead and asking that question, you are helping someone else who probably had that question as well. So, and it's good to engage, to get conversation going. So, I encourage you to comment on posts as well. So, again, the strategies are keep your profile updated, share posts with a comment, and just in general, commenting on posts is a really good thing to do. Getting back to here's another thing to help you. When you are connecting with people, and remember, I was saying how sometimes in a connection request, I might make it before I've had a face to face conversation, not face to face, a live conversation with a person. But I want to talk with them. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making the connection request. When you're sending the connection request, personalize it. Be sure to personalize it. I want to know if you're connecting with me, why do you want to connect with me? What is it? Maybe we were both in a training session together, or we have a certain connection in common. Just give me some context. That helps a lot, and that way I'll understand where you're coming from. But definitely personalize your connection request. That's really very important to do. So yeah, so I also, the bottom line is I do encourage you to post. So if you and a post can be super short, but get in the habit. If you could try to post once a week to share something with others on LinkedIn, you'd be every time you post, you've got to be helping at least one person. I'm sure you are helping at least one person. And every time you comment, I think your comment is going to be helping at least one person. So, with that in mind, what do you have to lose? You really don't have anything to lose. So, I think that's that's a good thing to keep in mind. So, again, keep your profile updated. When you're checking the scroll, share posts, but share them with a comment. Go ahead and comment on other posts too. Send personalized connection requests. So that way there's a context. I know why you want to connect. That's really helpful. And again, think about when you've received connection requests. I mean, isn't it so much more helpful when someone personalizes it to you? They're giving you the context of why they want to connect. And then post. If you can post, and when you're posting again, and you may be resistant to this, you might be like Christine, I don't have anything to share. Yes, you do. You have a perspective, I'm sure of it. Share your perspective. You could share a news article. You could share that, and you could have a quick comment on it. But by you commenting and like sharing your perspective, you are definitely helping someone else. Okay. So do that. Use those strategies. I'm just checking my list one more time because I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything for you. Um, and always, this goes without saying. I want you to be you. I don't want you to pretend to be someone else. I don't want you to pretend to be some influencer. Don't pretend to be Gary Vee. Gary Vee is great. He's awesome. But I want you to be you because there's no other you, is there? So you be you, use your authentic voice, and I think you'll be in good shape. And then for more tips, I'm very excited. I'm going to be doing well, I haven't done this before, and I'm really excited. It's a short free training. It's going to be next Friday, February 24th, and it's going to be at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be less than 45 minutes. and you'll get to optimize your LinkedIn profile so your brand is shining through. I'm going to show you how to do that, and you can even do it while we're in the class. Okay, so you can follow along and you can get it done. You can check that off your list. Can't tell you how many times I talk with people and they're like, oh, I still have to update my LinkedIn profile. I'll never get it done. Blah, blah, blah. Just do it when you go to our my training, this webinar. It's free and you'll be able to check that off your list. Plus, you'll be seen on LinkedIn. Yay, you'll be seen. You'll have more people reaching out to you and regarding the opportunities that you want to be reached out to about. So yeah, so we'll put the link. That's a LinkedIn event. We will put the link in the comments for you so you can check that out. And yeah, I'm just really excited that we're going to be doing that training. And then I will be doing my Land Your Ideal role in 90 days with a career plan masterclass. I'm doing that March 6th, 7th, and 8th. So save the date for that. But really, you want to start as soon as possible to get your LinkedIn profile optimized. And if you want to do a deep dive on this topic on LinkedIn, on your profile, hey, let's get on the phone. I can do it. It's totally free. You have my undivided attention for 30 minutes. I'll give you my unvarnished feedback on your LinkedIn profile. And then right away, you can make changes. You can get it. It's easy to do, but that's the best way that I can help you. And you don't want to miss out on that. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to be back again. I'm doing this on a regular basis every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So thanks again and have a great day. Bye, everybody.